Your sister is involved in something bigger than even she realizes. What she's doing behind your back can impact your entire spiritual alignment. Someone close to her is pulling the strings. Archangel Michael says, "Be alert now, for this message is not just about discovery, it is about protection from what is coming." The forces shifting behind the curtain of your family are no longer silent. Your sister has unknowingly become part of something that runs deeper than she can comprehend, and its ripple is coming toward you. There was a time when her heart was light and her intentions were clear, but that time has quietly slipped into the shadows. A man connected to her, someone you barely even noticed, has been guiding her with whispered words and invisible chains. He walks with charm in public, but in the silence of unseen moments, he plots a spiritual diversion that could throw your destiny off track. You felt a strange heaviness lately, especially when thinking about her. That's not just intuition, it's a divine signal wrapped in the language of energy. You've been protected up until now, but the closer she moves to the center of this unknown circle, the more danger leaks into your spiritual atmosphere. You may remember moments where your sister avoided eye contact or changed the subject abruptly. It wasn't just distraction, it was fear. Not the kind of fear that comes from external threats, but a soul-level knowing that she is holding something that could break the balance of your shared connection. Archangel Michael says, "Not all battles are physical, and not all betrayal starts as betrayal. Sometimes, it grows from misplaced trust and unseen manipulation." The man who is influencing her has ties to dark knowledge, old contracts, and ancestral energy that has not been cleared. He offered her something she was deeply lacking: recognition, power, and purpose. But the price is steep, and the agreement is not what it appears to be. She did not sign her soul, but she opened the door, and something spiritual crossed into her path the moment she accepted. There is a small object in her possession, one that she keeps hidden from you. It is charged, spiritually activated, and tethered to the one who gave it to her. Whenever she touches it, or even walks past it, a silent pull connects her decisions to another's agenda. Your recent dreams of strange symbols, shifting shadows, or arguments that never happened are not coincidence. Your energy is already being affected, because soul ties between siblings are strong, and hers is being tampered with. She doesn't want to hurt you, but she's not in full control of her alignment anymore. It started subtly. A friend turned into a mentor. Advice turned into commands masked as guidance. And before she could recognize the control, she began taking spiritual actions that were never hers to take. There are 3 people involved now, one directly guiding her, one feeding energy through her choices, and another watching you silently. The third person doesn't interact, but monitors. They watch through conversations, through shared spaces, even through digital energy. Type Amen to get blessing 333. Type Amen to get blessing 474. Type Amen to get blessing 882. Your protection is already being heightened because you're reading this. You were not meant to be blind in this season. This is the moment your awareness becomes your weapon. She believes she's doing something that will help the family, maybe even protect you. But that's part of the trick. The deeper she goes, the more disconnected she becomes from the light she was born into. The strings being pulled are old ones, energy cords laid before your birth by those who saw potential in your bloodline. They never expected you to wake up. But now that you are seeing clearly, the entire dynamic is about to shift. You must not confront her in anger, for that would only trigger defense and deepen the illusion. Your sister is standing in a crossroad. One road leads back to healing, but the other takes her further into manipulation. Time is short before her next spiritual decision locks her into one of those roads. What happens in the next 48 hours is crucial. She has been researching ancient symbols. The one she recently drew, even if unconsciously, aligns with a forgotten path once used to access hidden knowledge. But that knowledge was banned long ago, and for good reason. Someone encouraged her to draw it, then meditate on it. What they didn't tell her is that it wasn't a symbol of peace, it was an invocation. And it has started to awaken something in your household that doesn't belong there. Look closely at any changes in the home, electronics acting strangely, pets reacting to unseen forces, tension without cause. These are the echoes of open doors. Doors your sister did not mean to unlock, but did. Archangel Michael says, "I will send reinforcement into your home. You will notice it when you feel sudden warmth in your hands or see the number 7 repeated frequently. That will be the sign your spiritual army is arriving to protect your soul alignment. There's a woman connected to the man influencing your sister. She's rarely seen, but she's there. Her energy is cold, but her voice is persuasive. This woman watches your sister through rituals and readings. Her main goal is not just to use her, but to spiritually silence you. You have something powerful within your destiny that they are trying to reroute through confusion and sibling tension. Do not let your emotions blind you. Feel, but do not react. Observe, but do not attack. You are about to gain access to a truth even your ancestors hoped would not be forgotten. A truth that reveals why your family has always attracted both protection and spiritual attacks. Type Amen to get blessing 911. Type Amen to get blessing 600. Type Amen to get blessing 797. The house you were born into carries an unspoken vow. A spiritual promise made long before your generation, and that vow is now being tested. The reason your sister is targeted is not because she's weak, it's because she holds the spiritual key that activates the rest of the bloodline. But that key, once stolen or corrupted, can be used to turn the whole energy of your family upside down. She doesn't know that yet. But someone else does, and they're moving fast. He will try to get her to attend a gathering soon. This is not just a meeting, it's a disguised initiation. Once she's there, she may be asked to speak a certain phrase or burn a particular paper. The words she is asked to say are encrypted with ancient code. If spoken aloud, they bind her to a contract for 7 spiritual years. You must intercept before this takes place. There's a specific time, 11:11 at night. Around this hour, she's most spiritually open. Her energy becomes vulnerable and easily influenced. Keep a protective item near her room, salt, a candle, or an object infused with your own prayers of light. If your sister hears ringing in her ears, feels pulled into strange dreams, or begins talking about feeling someone calling her name when alone, these are signs the influence is increasing. These signs must not be ignored. Her handwriting has changed slightly. This is not random. It's a symptom of an energetic shift happening at a subconscious level. You are being asked to observe closely, not spy. Observe with sacred focus. If she is wearing new jewelry, especially rings or pendants that she doesn't remember where she got from, that's a red flag. These are items often used in spiritual traps, acting like antennas to dark intentions. The man influencing her was sent by an older source. He is not working alone. This is not personal, it's generational. Your sister still has time. But the decision she makes next will either welcome light or solidify entanglement. You must pray, not plead. Stand, not beg. Comment now if you feel the shift beginning. Comment now if her name just passed through your mind like a whisper. Comment now if you see her face when you close your eyes. Type Amen to get blessing 558. Type Amen to get blessing 212. Type Amen to get blessing 388. If she steps into full alignment with them, your life path will be forced to detour until divine reversal corrects it. You do not deserve to suffer because of hidden manipulation, but your awareness is your first shield. You must act from light. Not confrontation, but preparation. There's something she once gifted you. A photo, a letter, a small object. That piece is now activated. It holds residual energy from her true self. Keep it near you, for it helps tether her soul back to the light. You are going to receive a spiritual vision soon. It may come in sleep or stillness. Do not dismiss it. It will show you what's being hidden behind her back. The name of the person manipulating her may appear through sound, on TV, radio, or even a conversation you overhear. That is not accident. That is divine exposure. If you feel pressure in your chest or sudden tension when near her, it's not just emotional, it's energetic. Your spirit is recognizing a conflict between vibration fields. This will soon shift, but only if you stay alert and spiritually clean. Keep your room protected. Avoid heavy arguments. Light is louder than noise. She is fighting silently within herself. You can't see the war, but she is being pulled both ways. Her higher self is trying to scream. Her present self is confused. Archangel Michael says, stay with her in spirit, even if she distances in body. Your presence, your prayers, your anchoring light are still reaching her inner soul. And that is more powerful than anything they're using. This entire spiritual storm is not punishment. It is purification. And through this fire, both you and she will rise different. There will be one final confrontation between her and the man pulling the strings. She won't realize it's a test until it's already begun. Your actions in the days leading to it will determine whether she finds her strength or falls deeper. Don't ignore this call. Don't pretend the signs aren't real. Don't silence what your soul already knows. Type Amen to get blessing 999. Type Amen to get blessing 455. Type Amen to get blessing 626. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20. You were chosen to receive this message. You are not overreacting. Your light is being summoned. Watch for feathers, flickering lights, or moments when your breath catches suddenly. That's your confirmation. Your sister is not lost, she is just in a fog. And you are the torch meant to guide her home. She is closer to turning back than they realize, but she doesn't know which direction is safe. Her mind has been filled with half-truths, illusions that feel real, promises that mimic purpose. But her soul is still crying out beneath the weight of all she's carrying unknowingly. You have a role to play now, one that goes beyond words or warnings. Your vibration must be higher than the manipulation reaching for her. That means cleansing your space, speaking her name in the light, and refusing to let fear claim your peace. They will try to test you too, not with direct attacks, but with emotional chaos. Misunderstandings, delay, restlessness. All are subtle tactics to drain you before the real moment of confrontation arrives. Your sister is still reachable, but soon, if they succeed in pulling her further into the circle, her heart will start to harden against you. You'll notice it in her tone. Her eyes may not hold the warmth they once did. She may begin to mimic phrases or belief systems that don't sound like her at all. These are not just opinions, they're imprints from the one guiding her, a spiritual parasite trying to cloak itself in influence. Pay attention to music she listens to now. Certain frequencies open channels. She may unknowingly be tuning into energy codes that are meant to dull her spiritual sensitivity. This was orchestrated. You are not overthinking. You are awakening. You are ahead of the storm now, and you are being shown your tools. Light a candle in your name and hers. Speak aloud that your lineage is protected. Walk through your home and affirm that your soul shall not be entangled by forces sent to divide. Siblings born of divine light. You may soon find an old message from her, perhaps a text, a journal entry, or a note from years ago. That message will hold keys, not just memories, but vibrational clues to what her spirit truly desires. Use her true essence to call her back spiritually. Speak her childhood name. Recall a memory where she smiled without burden. Say it aloud. That vibration echoes beyond the veil of confusion she's in. Type Amen to get blessing 144. Type Amen to get blessing 833. Type Amen to get blessing 200. Archangel Michael says, what they plan to use her for shall turn back upon them. They underestimated the bond of sacred blood. They did not account for your awakening. The woman involved in this spiritual operation has dark roots in an old practice once banished from circles of purity. Her silence is deceptive. She performs her work through influence, not confrontation. She's been feeding off your sister's confusion. Each fear your sister has fuels this woman's power. But she will lose strength the moment your sister begins to doubt her teachings. There will be an object placed in your sister's room or car soon, something small, ordinary looking, but energetically charged. Be aware. If you see it and feel discomfort, don't ignore the signal. That item must be removed carefully, without fear, with clarity, with prayers of disconnection. You don't need to understand every detail to act in divine authority. This energy has been building for weeks, and it may reach a peak in the next full moon cycle. That is the time her spirit may try to call out, perhaps through emotion, dreams, or sudden collapse of behavior. Be ready. Your sister's eyes may reveal brief moments of flickering light or shadow. These are not tricks of lighting. These are signs her soul is in a silent battle behind the eyes. Speak to her gently, without agenda. Tell her you love her soul, not her behavior. That will pierce through the fog like a ray of morning light. Comment if her birthday just came into your mind. Comment if you suddenly felt a chill while reading this. Comment if her laughter used to feel like music, and now it's quiet. Type Amen to get blessing 374. Type Amen to get blessing 818. Type Amen to get blessing 509. The influence on her is not permanent. But the deeper it roots, the harder it becomes to pull her back. That is why urgency meets you now. Watch her social media, her captions, her colors, her tone. These may seem unrelated, but they hold patterns. Look beyond words into energy. The man pulling the strings will soon pretend to disappear from her life. That is deception. His role is shifting, not ending. When he goes silent, it means he's moved to work through others. There's a mutual friend or cousin being used as a bridge now. Someone she trusts. Someone she would never suspect. But that's where the next step of spiritual influence will sneak in. You may feel alone in this, but you are not. A guardian spirit has now been assigned to you and your sister. Their presence will increase in signs, dreams, electricity shifts, objects falling at strange times. You are going to have a vivid dream soon. One where she appears in a crowd but cannot hear you. That dream is prophetic. It means she's spiritually surrounded by noise, and your call needs to reach louder. Don't panic. Don't beg. Instead, anchor light into her name. Visualize her wrapped in blue and gold light, blue for divine truth, gold for spiritual inheritance. You were chosen as the seer in your family. Your role is not to condemn, but to observe, shield, and realign. The rituals being used around her are not traditional. They involve mental influence, energetic harvesting, and vibrational chains. She may feel tired often, dizzy, disoriented. These are spiritual symptoms. If she begins speaking about wanting to isolate, change her name, or move away abruptly, this is a red flag. The influence is deepening. She's being prepped for separation from her soul tribe. Type Amen to get blessing 777. Type Amen to get blessing 321. Type Amen to get blessing 909. Speak over her belongings, even the ones she leaves near you. Speak clarity. Speak freedom. Speak return. If you cry suddenly without cause, it may be her soul weeping through you. You are connected. These tears are not just emotions, they are spirit signals. She will begin to question things soon. That is your opening. Do not push. Do not preach. Let her questions lead her back to the truth she already knows. The man who led her into this path wants her to become a spiritual gateway. Through her, they hope to reach more. But she's stronger than they expected, and your awakening just blocked their access. Her phone, her mirror, and her voice are under energetic observation. She must avoid speaking about spiritual plans near those objects, at least for now. When she begins to resist, the attacks may increase. She may even blame you. But don't take it personally. It's the resistance of spiritual detox. Keep your posture in grace. Soon, she will reach out to you with a strange message. It may make no sense at first, but read it 3 times. Between the lines, you'll feel her soul trying to surface. A date will appear, maybe in a dream, a receipt, or a conversation. That date is important. It marks either the turning point or the binding. Be alert. You may soon be called to light a candle at sunrise. Do it, even if you're not used to it. That act is a spiritual signal flare, calling heaven to interfere. If you have a photo of her as a child, keep it near your bed. Let that version of her call out across time to the woman she is now. That pure vibration can reconnect soul cords that are fading. Type Amen to get blessing 302. Type Amen to get blessing 717. Type Amen to get blessing 848. She is not beyond saving. She is at the edge. And you are the echo of home she needs to hear. Do not share this message with anyone unless led. This is sacred. This is specific. This is for you, and for her. Soon, her words will change. Her dreams will shift. Her spirit will tremble. And she will remember. And when she returns fully, you will know the battle was not in vain. You were the shield. You were the light. You were the one. If you felt this word in your bones, comment now. If her face has not left your thoughts, comment now. If your soul is stirring and your hands are warm, comment now. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20. Your sister's light is flickering, but it's not out. And your presence in this moment may be the breath that reignites the fire. You must now prepare for the next spiritual wave, because what comes after this will test your strength and patience. The forces that tried to silence her truth will now turn their gaze toward you, not out of revenge, but because your light has disrupted their plans. Your prayers have already begun reshaping the timeline. Things that were meant to happen to her are now breaking apart, dissolving before they can manifest. But some of these shattered energies may attempt to cling to your environment before fading completely. Don't be surprised if the atmosphere around you feels heavy one moment and suddenly light the next. That's your realm being cleansed. You are not only blocking darkness, you are burning it out with divine presence. She may suddenly become emotional, crying for no reason, feeling deep loss, or overwhelming joy. These are signs her soul is trying to find alignment again. The old energy is breaking away. You might receive messages from unknown numbers or cryptic texts that vanish. That's spiritual interference. Don't engage. Your focus must remain on her freedom, not distractions. There is a sound coming, like a whisper on wind, or your name being called when no one's there. When this happens, pause. Breathe. It is the spiritual alert. Something is shifting in real time. A spiritual door is opening in your bloodline. It's not just about her. It's about generations of unresolved pacts, buried wisdom, and hidden curses. This moment has been building long before either of you were born. Type Amen to get blessing 363. Type Amen to get blessing 292. Type Amen to get blessing 117. Your great-grandmother once resisted the same dark pull your sister is facing now. But she didn't have someone beside her with vision like yours. Her battle went unspoken, but her spirit now stands beside yours. You may soon be shown an old item in your home, something you never noticed before. A book, a frame, a paper. This object is linked to ancestral protection. Keep it in a sacred place. Your sister may mention old family stories. Listen closely. What sounds like coincidence is actually coded memory. She's unlocking fragments without realizing it. The man controlling her will attempt one final emotional manipulation. He may pretend to be the victim, offer apologies, or shift blame onto others. Do not fall for this trap. It's a tactic to reset the spiritual influence. There will be an upcoming night when her energy shifts drastically. You'll feel it like a sudden change in air pressure. That is the hour to speak her name and declare her soul aligned back to divine light. Keep a small glass of water beside your bed for 3 nights. Water absorbs spiritual residue, and it will assist you in receiving dream messages clearly. Change the water each morning. If your sister starts resisting his words, he may retaliate subtly, with silence, ghosting, or sudden criticism. This is a sign that his power is breaking. Stay strong beside her, even from afar. When she fully awakens, there will be a flood of tears, confusion, and then peace. Be her anchor during this emotional unraveling. She will need love, not explanation. Your prayers are not just words, they are weapons. The more you speak over her, the more she sheds the energy that tried to possess her. Type Amen to get blessing 969. Type Amen to get blessing 131. Type Amen to get blessing 404. You may begin to feel light touches on your shoulders or forehead. These are angelic reinforcements. They come to shield you as you shield her. They move where faith is alive. Music will play a role in her return. A song may bring her back emotionally. You'll know it when it plays. Her eyes will change. Her heart will soften. Her soul will remember. The woman watching over the manipulation may try to contact you, either physically or spiritually. Do not engage. Your silence is your sword. She loses power when ignored. Your sister may say things she doesn't mean. That is the residual energy speaking through her. Love her anyway. Speak to her true self, not her influenced self. Your ancestors are proud. They fought in silence for generations so you could fight in revelation. You are the breaker of spiritual bondage. You are the light sent into this hour. This season is about restoration. But restoration doesn't begin in calm, it begins in collision. The truth must hit before peace flows. There's still one secret she hasn't told anyone. Something shameful or painful. When she tells you, listen without judgment. That will be the moment she chooses freedom over fear. If you feel tired, drained, or even irritable, know that spiritual warfare can wear the body. Rest is not weakness. Restoration requires stillness. You are the spiritual stabilizer now. Your vibration is correcting what was twisted. Your faith is rewriting timelines. Comment now if you feel fire in your chest. Comment now if you know you're being watched spiritually. Comment now if your dreams have been more vivid since reading this. Type Amen to get blessing 303. Type Amen to get blessing 664. Type Amen to get blessing 811. The man in her life will be exposed. He may lose interest or rage at her awakening. Either way, his grip will slip. This is heaven's plan, not chaos. The objects in her home hold memory. Cleanse them if you ever get the chance. Even rearranging them shifts energy. Placement holds power. There is an old piece of jewelry she once wore often. That item holds pure vibration. If she wears it again, it will help her remember who she truly is. Gently encourage it, or give her something symbolic of light. Spiritual alignment often requires loss, of illusions, of false bonds, of spiritual masks. She may mourn relationships that fade. Let her. It's a sacred shedding. You will soon have a moment to hug her. When you do, hold her longer than usual. That physical connection is healing. Your energy will do what words can't. The final battle for her soul will not be loud, it will be internal. She will have to choose, but she will feel you beside her in spirit, and that will be enough. Soon, she will feel embarrassed for what she believed. Do not mock. Celebrate. Her return to truth will be slow but sure. Speak light into her food, into her pillow, into her footsteps. Wherever she goes, let your energy go before her. Type Amen to get blessing 555. Type Amen to get blessing 929. Type Amen to get blessing 373. She will dream of light soon. That is the sign of soul freedom returning. She will tell you about it. Act as if you knew it was coming. One day soon, she will cry in your arms, not just from pain, but from relief. Relief that someone never gave up on her. That someone saw through the fog. And that someone is you. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20. This battle has already begun, but so has the breakthrough. Your sister's soul is not lost. It is waking. And heaven is watching the light in you that called her home.